Hello and welcome to GBR. You find us today racing with the guys from the MRC in the GT3 World Series Season 5. This is Lobby 1. For round 2, we have a 20-minute race and then we've got a 40-minute race afterwards. And this is at Watkins Glen, the full course, so with the boot included. And after 10 minutes of qualifying, Dark Clark on pole in the Ferrari. In second we have Herocram in the Ford. In third place we have Fabuki in the Lexus. Fourth place is Judge in the Ferrari. In fifth place we have Martin R in a Lexus. In sixth we have Midnight in a Ferrari. In seventh place we have SpongeBob, Toby in the Lexus. In eighth place we have Donkey Chong in a Corvette. In ninth we have Portugal Don in the Jag. In 10th we've got Golden Brownie in the VW Beetle. In 11th place we have Brucey, also in a Jag. Changed up to a Sneak livery this week. In 12th place we have JRC in the Peugeot. In 13th we have Leeds in the Ferrari. 14th is Fat Pickles in the Jag. Plenty of ducks, but where's the goose? And in 15th we have P. Gibb in the Renault. So 15 for this round. I believe James was unavailable for this one. So let's get to the front. We've got 5 lights all ready. So let's get going here at Watkins Glen. Up there with a good start off the line. Herocram with a slow start, it seems. Seems a bit slow off the line, does that Ford. As we're coming through turn 1, everyone through cleanly. Actually they're riding the curb on the exit there, going 3 wide as they come up through the hill. Just in front of Leeds there. Everyone seems to get through nicely of turn 1 and uphill, but Dark Clark there already building a little bit of a lead there over Judge in second place, just ahead of Midnight in third. The 3 Ferraris at the front at the moment. Vicky there following, and then 3 Ferraris in his Lexus. Martin R behind. Herocram's dropped down to 6th place now, so he's into the middle of the pack, battling his way, I'm sure, forward after qualifying 2nd place. Donkey Kong there in 7th place, just ahead of Toby in 8th place. Don there in 9th. Golden in 10th, no, 11th. Fighting with Brucey, and Brucey's just a nice little 720. What happened there with Brucey? Did he bumped it into Golden and going a bit too slow on the middle part of the corner there, and Brucey just tried to go up the inside and it looks like he just spun it round. It's dropped him down to 15th. Luckily it's on the opening lap, so he's got time to try and catch up to the rest of the pack. Dark Clark there, as I said already, he's already trying to check out ahead of Jordan, who's got a nice little gap over Fabuki there in 3rd place, and literally everyone else apart from Brucey in a line of probably about 4 seconds, covering 3rd to 14th place. Fabuki leaves that little pack there just ahead of Martin R. Someone's going sideways. Who's that in the background? That is Don. What's happened with Don? Come through here. Oh, gets on the grass just in front of Golden Brownie and JRC. It's going to be off-putting for them too, but Don gets it facing round forward fairly quickly. He's got a bit of damage on the rear of the car. He's just going to come out ahead of Brucey by the looks of it by about a second or so. yeah, these front two are just trying to check out with everyone fighting for the last spot on the podium only at the beginning of lap 2 with Luki, Martin, Midnight, Donkey, Hero Cram, Kobe, Gordon Brownie there. He's going side by side with JRC coming in. JRC just gets ahead, but when he backs out of that one too early on in the race to start going side by side through the bus stop. Flat Pickles there in 11th place, just behind Gordon Brownie with Leeds, not too far behind. Leeds doing so far good compared to last week where kept on spinning out. P-Give there just tagging on to the back end of this massive group. Don and Brucey, they're going to have a nice little battle, both in the Jag for 14th place at the moment, but we'll see how it goes on. Martin R, he's got through past Kabuki. How did that happen? I've missed that one. That happened going into the bus stop. It looked like it did, just as I go through this group. Half a lap ago, I'll skip forward once we've seen the pass. I think Martin tried to open up the entry there, but Kabuki wasn't taking any of it, just kept his line straight. So that's where we were a second ago. So moving down to 4th place, just ahead of Midnight there in 5th. Hero Crab seems to have got past, I believe, Toby. No, Donkey Chong. Or I think behind, ahead of Hero Crab. Donkey picked up a half-second penalty. I think that was on the exit of the hill on the boot section there, going out wide. He will pick up a penalty. He's going to have to wait literally a whole lap to serve it. He's not really anywhere to go forward. Oh, someone else has binned it. Leeds has binned it. There we go. Couldn't even complete 2 laps without binning it. He's still with the pack. So keeping up with Fat Pickles there. He's done the same mistake as what Dom done. And luckily he didn't ghost for P-Gib. That's given P-Gib front end damage. Leeds has got front end damage as well from that hit. So it leads back down to 15th place now after that incident. So this group at the back is going to start accumulating numbers soon. We've got P-Gib, Don, Brucey and now Leeds in this battle. Pickles there, he's just off the back end of this big group at the moment, probably only about half a second, 3/4 of a second off. So still in slipstream range. Gordon Brownie there in 10th, just behind JRC in 9th place. Donkey Chong there in 8th. He's going to be serving this penalty in a couple of corners time. Toby and Hero Cram going side by side, a bit of argy-bargy there between the two of them. Hero Cram loses out to Toby. It's going to be under threat from Donkey Chong, but Donkey Chong's going to be taking that outside line here. And now going to be serving a penalty coming out of this corner. Is he going to lose 2 spaces to JLC and Golden Brownie? He loses 1 to JLC. Golden Brownie goes up to the inside as well. Gets ahead of Donkey Chong. Just before the right-hander there. Here comes 7. Toby 6. This group slowly spreading out at the moment. Midnight there just behind Kabuki. Martin R there in 3rd place. Judge in 2nd. Dark Cup there. It's already set past the back of the race. He's just gone 8,000 of a second quicker that time round. What was it? 45 dead. George is 45.8. 45.5 from Martin. So a bit of clean air, not fighting. Martin's caught up to Judge by 3/10 that lap. Kabuki's dropped off a little bit from Martin. Midnight minimal to Kabuki. Then we get into the 46s and 47s between the rest of the back of this pack here. Donkey's going to go for the move here up the inside of Golden Brownie into the bus stop. Seems like the VW's a little bit slower in a straight line than some of these other cars, even in the slipstream. Golden Brownie's picked up a 1 second penalty there through the bus stop. He's going to lose that position to Fat Pickles behind him. in a couple of corners time. I think that will pop up for him. Yes, it will. He'll be slowing down this lap round. So as I said, they're all slowly spreading out at the moment at the front of this pack, but Martin R definitely caught up to the rear end of Judge there. So a battle now for second place. They're coming through this 90-degree right, just over 90-degree right hand. Martin R there riding the curve on the exit. He's going to be on the inside now for this left-hander. To come back onto the short circuit, gets it all tail happy. Judge is going to have to move to the inside. It's going to give him the left inside for this left-hander. Martin R just gives enough room there to Judge. Judge is going to be on the outside for the final corner. Is he going to get the drive out as they come up towards the line? Will Judge? Looks like he's close enough, but will he be close enough to go for the move? Yes, he pulls to the right-hand side. Oh, Martin R, and that this battling has allowed Fabuki and Midnight to close up to the rear of this pack. Toby there just slowly closing up, but side by side between these two. Oh, Judge Martin, Fabuki and Midnight there in the background also getting side by side as they start to come up, but look like Fabuki just kept ahead, but Judge is going to go. They're going to go side by side through the bus stop. We're nearly 8 minutes into this race, but Judge there, he's lost out. Going in side by side to Martin out there, but like Fabuki was going to try and get past. Just couldn't do so, and that's just going to allow Toby and Herocram to close into the back of this group. So all this fighting is just letting everyone close back up. It was opening up a little bit after 3 laps, but lap 4 and 5 now have really closed them back up. Of this group, Fabuki and now Toby up to 4th place. So Toby's got past Midnight. He's now going to try and get past Fabuki. Herocram's going to go through. Is he going to make it 3 wide? No, he's not. He's going to have to sit in back behind Toby. There, who does lose that position back to Fabuki. Stops back into 5th place. All this battling, meanwhile, is allowing Dark Clark just to check out. He's already. How far is he? He's coming down to the start. Lap 6 already. Let's have a look to see where Martin R. He's got a half-second penalty. That's going to drop him into the clutches of Judge there in front. So yeah, Dark Clark 8 seconds ahead already. Not even halfway through the race, and 44.8. Absolutely ridiculous times from Dark Clark. Look at all this battling, all these guys into 47s. There or thereabouts, Midnight at 48 there as well. But this little group's got a bit of a gap now over Donkey Chong there in 8th, Fat Pickles Night Golden Brownie in 10th place. And then the rest of the group, oh no, yeah, Brucey was back there. JRC, what's happened to JRC? He had a 54 on that lap. I remember from the night that he had some steering wheel issues. For the evening, I think it was as well. It wasn't just for this one race, even after having a little turn it off and turn it back on again, just didn't think to fix it. But still going around there in 12th place, just ahead of Brucey. Dom there in 14th and Leeds there in 15th, keeping up with Dom there. Here's Leeds, he hasn't binned it yet. I'm sure there'll be a time that we'll see him bin it one more time. Martin R now, he serves his penalty. It looked like he opened up enough of a gap over Judge there in 3rd place through the beginning of this lap to not lose any places, but he's obviously lost time to Judge there in 3rd place. So is Judge now going to try and stick with him? These guys are going to try and stick in line and just try and wait it out a bit later on in the race to make the move forward. Well, he's just going to still battle it hard for the remaining 10 minutes of this race. Everyone getting mighty fine to that wall. Does anyone pick up a penalty? You can pick it up if you're too far over that white line on the exit. Looks like everyone was clean. Fabuki there on the outside of Herocram. Herocram just can't get that move done. Midnight now tries to go for the inside of Herocram. Just has to slip in behind. We know that the Ford is fast from last week at Daytona. Fastest car in a straight line, just seems to struggle through some of the corners here, but he's got up the inside of there for Buki. There we go, there's the speed that I was talking about from that Ford, just down the back straight there, just powered on past for Buki. Toby there, he's got a half-second penalty probably for either turn 1 or the bus stop. So he's going to serve it this lap, and he's going to drop back from the rear end of Judge to have his rear end full of Ford behind him. Judge is keeping up with Martin R now that he's brought back up to the rear end of him. Let's see where Toby will drop back. He's now going to serve the penalty. Ford lashes on through. Hero Cram get this move done. It looks like he won't be able to. Toby was just far enough ahead of Hero Cram to not lose a position. SpongeBob car. Buki there, and they've still nose to tail. These two cannot be separated at all during this race. From what I have seen, it just seems that Buki has just been able to keep ahead and just defend from Midnight, but tough guys have been able to get past him. So Midnight might need to change up his strategy. He's trying to get past at some point. Donkey Kong there in 8th, Fat Pickles 9th, Golden Brownie 10th. It's like P Gibbs. Is he catching up? Yes and no. He's doing about the same lap times as Golden Brownie, which is at the back of this pack from pretty much 2nd to 10th. We see there in 12th. Leads now up to 13th place. He's got past of JRC, so obviously still more steering wheel issues for JRC. And Don there. I'm not liking the car, or something's not right with him for this race. Car there, well out in the lead, over 10 seconds ahead of Martin now. So all he's really got to do is probably put it in auto drive, and he'll win the race. He's that far ahead after only 13.5 minutes. But Martin is still just ahead of Jordan in 3rd. Toby there in 4th, kept ahead of Hero Cram since the last lap. Is that Judge has got a half-second penalty? That's not going to be good. He was keeping up with Martin there. He's now just going to next lap. Now he's got a whole lap to do it, but if he can keep with Martin and not let Toby close in behind him, he might be able to stay in that 3rd place by the end of the next lap. Guys there flirting with the curbing there on the exit of the penultimate corner, but everyone seems to get on through there quite nicely. But Midnight, he has got past Fabuki. I missed that one on the track. I'll quickly jump back and see where it was. Literally just as I said. Yeah, there we go. Gone through the bus stop, Midnight there. Oh, he's gone for the inside move on Buki there, coming out of the bus stop into the carousel. Stick it up the inside, and yeah, Buki's not been able to make him out, so he does slip up the inside, but can't get back past him. So I'll jump back to where we were. There we go. So yeah, Midnight and Buki have swapped positions. It's only taken Midnight about 14 minutes to do so, but he's finally done it, and he's now going to be hassling that Ford. But I don't think anyone's going to be able to overtake that Ford down any straight, especially with no bump drive for now. Toby's still on his McDonald's Wi-Fi, lagging all over the place. He's going to go side by side with Hero Cram through the bus stop. They go in. Hero Cram on the right, and somehow they keep getting through there fairly cleanly. Obviously it's not the easiest corner to do by yourself, let alone going side by side with someone else, but now Hero Cram up to 4th place. The Judge there, he looks like with them guys battling, he's going to stay in 3rd for the time being. So Buki there, he's just driven around the outside of Midnight. There was a bit of rear tappage there from Midnight, but Donkey Kong there, he's taken full advantage, and he's just slipped past Midnight, got up the inside of Fabuki, and Fabuki's getting his rear end tapped again. Must be a hit me sign on there. Rear quarter panel there, but he's been able to keep that 6th place ahead of Donkey and Midnight now. Fat Pickles there in 9th, Golden in 10th. These two just can't seem to latch onto the rear end of this main pack. Like Fat Pickles hit the ball there, and Golden Bonus is going to get past. It looks like Donkey Chong and Midnight. So Midnight's got past Donkey Chong now. Fabuki's got a half-second penalty. God, this race is everywhere I look. Something is happening. Incredible to see, but Judge there, he's really pushing on with Martin R. His front left tyre is crying for help. Oh, Martin R's just smashed into the wall. He's picked up damage as well. Did that give damage to Judge? No, it didn't. What happened there? Was there any contact coming in between these two? Nope, that was just GT physics in smashing the inside barrier and just giving him damage in the entry to the bus stop. That's maybe 30 seconds or so before that damage is cleared up. It's going to be tricky now to turn into left-handers. Just doesn't give you all the confidence in the world sometimes with some of this damage that you do pick up, but you've been able to hold it just ahead of Toby for that one. With Toby now fighting again with Hero Cram. So Hero Cram obviously lost that position to Toby. Fabuki's now going to serve his half-second penalty, sitting 4 off the racing line. Here comes Hero Cram. We're going to have the slipstream of Martin coming down this little straight into this right-hander. Can't get it done. Can Hero Cram pushes Toby's rear end. Must be a thing on them Lexus, just to tap that rear end, just to try and lose them a bit of grip. They're now probably coming up. No, there'll be 2 more laps. So I reckon lap 12 will be the final lap. Lap 12 should be the final lap, I think. I might get it wrong. Who knows? But yeah, dark up there. Well out in the lead. Obviously, I know he's not really been in. He's been in this race. He's just been by himself pretty much from lap 1, turn 1. So I'll give you a little bit of coverage, but I'm sure we'll see a bit more of you maybe in the next race. Judge there in 2nd, Martin R. 3rd. He's got a little bit of time to judge. I think that damage really hurt him, and that tyre work that judges compared to Martin R. That front left really has hurt him. But Toby, pretty much exactly the same tyre wear in the same car. So yeah, the Lexus is just a bit too heavy on its front left tyres. Hero Cram there, going for a move. So is he going to try and go around the outside of Toby? No, he's going to try and go for the switcheroo. Can't get it done. The exit there of that left-hander in towards the uphill Toad. There you go. Right there, just right behind Hero Cram. Fabuki there's just dropped off. Donkey Chong 8th, Pickles 9th, Golden 10th. Big Ib there, he's definitely catching up to Golden there. Brucey in 12th, Leeds in 13th, Don in 14th, Jersey there with Will Told in 15th. So I'll go back to where the battle really is for this 4th place. Oh, Hero Cram, he's lost it. He's got tagged from, look like Donkey Chong. Let's go back and see if there's any contact between these drivers coming out of this left-hander. Oh, look like a little bit of a bump draft there between Hero Cram and Toby. Hero Cram holding his brakes there, trying to make sure the car stops, but it looked like Donkey Chong there got in the way, well not even got in the way, just tried to avoid it and just clipped Hero Cram. Hero Cram's now down to 12th place. Oh, just from a little bit of a mistake there coming out of the left-hander did Donkey Chong. Donkey Chong did pick up damage on the front end as well. The whole car, so that's what Pickles up to 7th place. But this battle still rages on. We're on to the last lap now, so Leeds is on the last lap. Don will finish in 14th. JRC is going to finish in 15th. I'll stay with this guys till Clarky comes along to the start finish line, but Toby there 4th, Midnight 5th, Buki 6th. Will it stay like this when we come to the checkered flag in just over half a lap's time? I do not know. I don't think it will do. I think one of these guys will make a move into the right-hander after that little back straight we have, if they're close enough. But looks like Toby's pulled a little bit of a gap there over Midnight, but Midnight could be vulnerable there from Fabuki in 6th place at the moment. This is where I think the move could potentially happen between these guys. Midnight had a good drive there coming out of that right-hander in towards the hill. There he goes. He's going to try and hang it around the outside. Here's Midnight. Toby's there just giving enough room, it looked like. Midnight was a little bit on the outside. He picked up a half-second penalty, and I've just missed Clarky going across the line with that. So I jump back to Clarky as he comes around the last corner to win the first race of round 2. There goes Clarky, just there. It looks like he's going to come across in 2nd place. Midnight and Toby still going side by side as we're coming into the last corner, but Midnight will pick up a 1 second penalty, but Judge will come across in 2nd place. Martin R will come across in 3rd. Midnight, where's he going to finish? He's going to finish in 6th, so Toby gets promoted from that 1 second penalty that Midnight crosses the line with. So Toby finished 4th, Fabuki 5th, Midnight in 6th, Fat Pickles will finish in 7th place. Donkey Chong there, he's got a half second penalty, so he loses that place to Golden Brownie, who finishes 8th. Donkey Chong 9th, he gives 10th, Brucey 11th. Hurricane will come across to finish in 12th place. Unfortunately there at the end for Hurricane, and Leeds will finish in 13th. That's this race finished, and obviously stay tuned for the feature race coming up soon. If you've enjoyed it, hit that like button, and until next time, bye bye.